Hey everybody, I want to apologize that I have not been uploading. I know I haven't uploaded in like maybe a month, and the reason behind that is because my Etsy shop has just like skyrocketed in sales. I've been getting like 5 times the amount of sales as I normally do, which I wasn't prepared for this, so it's been taking up most of my time. And as much as I miss making YouTube videos, I absolutely love it. I obviously need to direct all my attention on my Etsy shop as much as I can at this time. Bear with me until I get the hang of everything, but as of now, I'm just going to be trying to upload whenever I can. So today we're making an exfoliating face wash with fruit acid complex. I also posted an exfoliating face wash with glycolic acid over on my Patreon, which if you didn't know, I post 2 exclusive videos every single month over there. So if you want even more content from me, then go check out my Patreon. I never miss my exclusive videos over there, even if I am super busy like I am now. All right, let's get into the recipe. So the first ingredient we're going to be using is glycerin. This is a humectant that will help hydrate the skin, and I mix it in with Liquid Dermal Plus, which is going to be our preservative. Then we're going to be using xanthan gum soft as our gelling ingredients, blueberry essence as our fragrance, fruit acid complex, which is going to be our exfoliating ingredients, honeyquat, which is a cationic surfactant, which will help add a conditioning feeling to the facial cleanser, cocoa glucoside, which is our very mild co-cleansing surfactant and will help solubilize some of the oils we'll be adding into this face wash. Then we're going to be using some aloe vera extract. This is actually an oil-soluble extract. This aloe vera is great for soothing the skin, which is exactly what we need when we're going to be exfoliating. And then this is also mixed in with some grapefruit extract, which is high in antioxidants. This is full of all kinds of lovely vitamins, so this is also oil soluble as well. And like I said, the cocoa glucoside will be serving as our solubilizer for these oil soluble extracts. And lastly, we have Plantapone LGC Sorb, which is a combination of a few different surfactants. If you would like more details on this ingredient here and all the other ingredients I just mentioned, I'll have links down below to where you can purchase each of these ingredients, and it will also have extra information on all these ingredients if you want to know more. And the Plantapone LGC Sorb is our main cleansing agent in this face wash recipe. So let's get into the recipe so you can see all these ingredients come together. Also, let me know if you guys like this new format of my video. I know I mixed things up a little bit, so let me know how you like it. And also, I'll be adding in this blue mica powder to add some coloring to the face wash to make things more fun, because all you guys ask for more colored products, so here you go. We're going to be making a 200 gram batch today, and I'm going to combine everything in this 250 milliliter glass beaker. I'm starting with our humectant, 10 grams of glycerin, and like I mentioned before, this is mixed in with 1 gram of Liquid Dermal Plus, which is our preservative. So you want to start with adding in the glycerin and then combine it with 2 grams of xanthan gum soft. This is our gelling ingredient and thickening ingredient, and you need to hydrate the xanthan gum in with the glycerin first before you do anything else. So go ahead and mix it in until it's hydrated in, and then you can go ahead and add in distilled water. I added in 75 grams of the distilled water, and then you want to mix it all together until it is all well combined. And as you can see, it is gelled up super thick here. So there you go. Now you want to go ahead and add in 40 grams of the blueberry essence. Like I said, it'll add a very, very mild fragrance of blueberry, and it's not like your typical fragrance oil blueberry. It's a little bit of a different fragrance. It's more natural smelling. And you can go ahead and mix everything with a mini mixer here to make sure everything is well combined. And now I'm going to be adding in 20 grams of the fruit acid complex, which is our exfoliating agent. It's a combination of a whole bunch of different fruit extracts which help exfoliate the skin. Then I'm going to be adding in 4 grams of honeyquat, which will add a nice conditioning feeling to the face wash. So now mix everything together, and we're going to be grabbing our little dish of 20 grams of cocoa glucoside, which is our co-mild surfactant, and adding in 4 grams of the aloe vera extract and 4 grams of the grapefruit extract. These are both oil-soluble extracts, so you need to solubilize them in the cocoa glucoside first. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the 20 grams of Plantapone LGC Sorb and add that in with the cocoa glucoside and the 2 extracts and mix it in until it's well combined. And as you can see, it should look something like this. So now you can go ahead and pour the surfactant phase in with the water phase. and mix everything together until it's combined. Now it's time to add in the color. I'm going to be adding in this blue mica powder. Of course, you can use whatever color you want. Go ahead and mix it in until you get a nice, vibrant color you're happy with. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit on this little watch glass so you guys can sort of see the consistency of it. It has thickened up quite a bit, and I really do think this is a great consistency for face wash. If you want it thicker, you can increase the percentage of the xanthan gum if you would like, but I think this is a good viscosity for the face wash. Now let's take the pH of this product. I grabbed a 50 milliliter glass beaker, filled it up with some water, and then a 25 milliliter glass beaker I kept empty, and I added in about 5 grams of the face wash. You want to do 10% of your product and then dilute it in about 90% distilled water. I always do like 5 grams of product and then like 10 grams of distilled water. I know that's not 10% to 90%, but it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure you have at least 10% of your product in with the water, and then just mix it in until the face wash has dissolved into the water. And now we can take the pH of it. So dip your pH meter in the clean distilled water first before you dip it into your formulation dilution. Let it sit in there for about a minute, and the pH is right around 4.0. Every time I've ever worked with a fruit acid complex, the pH always naturally falls right around 4, which is exactly what you want. So you don't need to raise the pH or lower the pH. That's why fruit acid complex is so easy to work with. So rinse off your pH meter, dry it off, put the cap back on, set it to the side, and now grab a bottle to bottle up your face wash. I grabbed this 4-ounce plastic bottle to bottle up my face wash in. I had about 20 grams left over, maybe 30 grams. I don't know exactly. I just put in another bottle. And now it's time to label my product. I made this label that says exfoliating face wash with fruit acid complex and put it on the bottle. And there you go. We have our finished exfoliating face wash with fruit acid complex. And like I mentioned before, I made a face wash with glycolic acid over on my Patreon. The formulation is actually completely different. I use a different gelling ingredient, I use different surfactants, and of course I use a different exfoliating agent as well. And the face wash over there is actually thicker than this one as well. Here I'm just showing you guys how much the face wash like lathers up. It doesn't like lather up into big bubbles like a body wash does, but I personally am not looking for that in a face wash. I want a very mild cleanse with my face washes. As you can see, it's like really white and creamy, and this is exactly what I like in a face wash. And you really get this mild, creamy consistency from the cocoa glucoside, and that's why I always love adding cocoa glucoside to my facial cleansers. And yeah, that is the end recipe. Here is what the formulation looks like. That way you can scale this recipe to however much you want to make. Like I said, I made 200 grams in this video. And yeah, here's the formulation. I also have a blog post that goes right along with this recipe over on my Patreon. Over on my Patreon, I post 2 exclusive videos a month, and I have blog posts that go right along with the recipes I make here on my channel. That way you can actually print out the recipes with step-by-step directions, the formulation, substitutions, in-depth descriptions on each of the ingredients and why I'm using them. And yeah, so if you want to pop on over to my Patreon, see what I have to offer. You can always unsubscribe if you aren't getting what you want. You can also message me over there anytime with your formulating questions and I'll respond. All right, so with all that said, let's move on to the Patreon shoutouts. At Stardust Bath & Body, Nature's Farm Girl, Kennedy's Essentials, LettsBlend, Creative with Love, Wildflower, Heartfelt Beauty, Sugared_Pineapple, KAJ Bath & Body, Bloomit Soaps, Say Tara, at Salt Air Label, Lenny's Beauty, Shark City Naturals, Ohana Lay, at Danny Botanicals, Eclectic Beauty Cosmetics, EC Naturals, at Nino55, Ruhita Skincare, DeMarie Skin, Kay's Spa Soap over on Etsy, kayandcool.com, and Hempy Girl Organics. Also, if you didn't know, I do sell skincare products myself over on Etsy. I'll have all my patrons linked down below, along with my Etsy shop. So once again, I do apologize that I've not been uploading, but I will be sure to do my best to upload as much as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Later!
I'm stuck in the motions. I've been consumed by the wrath of time like I'm frozen. I'm shattered in this life. It's still the path that I've chosen. Because I've had a vision, now I'm on a mission to find myself with you.